Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of Learning How to Sew. Like I told you in the first episode, I've signed up for classes at my local community college, and I just took my second class earlier this week. I have 5 in total. Cue the montage.
Once the loop is out, the goal is for this end of the thread to also come out where this front thread is. You just take the stitch through. Hold the thread you're holding it. You also have to open the machine.
Okay. Okay, so what should I do?
The second class was hard. I'll be so honest. I was really struggling because we were learning how to thread the bobbin, and there's just so many steps within that. And I was feeling very overwhelmed, like genuinely almost wanted to cry in class because at one point I was like the last person working on something. But I told myself that this was gonna be hard. And the good part is that since it is a class setting, I literally have to keep myself accountable. Like, I can't just give up. I paid for this class, I'm gonna have to take the damn class. Which is nice because if it wasn't for that, I would have probably given up already, which is bad, but it's the truth. I did buy a sewing machine and I have her here. This is her. Ooh. It's currently Friday and I have class early next week, and I still haven't practiced threading the bobbin myself, so I'm gonna do that later today and take you guys with me. But yeah, that's the debrief. Let's practice some sewing. Hi guys, okay, I'm back. It's been a few days. Now it's time to thread and wind this bobbin. And I'll be honest, I'm definitely very stressed and nervous about how this is gonna go. I have a YouTube video tutorial that I'm gonna try to follow, but I really wanna get this process down so that next class I can feel confident, or at least more confident. Like, I've genuinely been putting this off for too long. I have class in 2 days. So I have 2 days to really nail down this process. Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the tutorial on my phone so that I have it ready to go. I'm gonna be using this pink thread. All right, first things first, I'm just gonna insert the thread in here and put the stopper on it. And there's numbers on the top of the sewing machine that kind of help guide you. So I'm gonna do my best attempt. There's like a little clasp here that you put the thread in, and I'm just gonna, again, attempt to follow this. I did something wrong. Oh God, I'm already stressed. Back to the YouTube video.
We're gonna come underneath this part here where it says number 1.
This is gonna be a long process. And I have about 40 minutes of sunlight left. Cool. Cool.
The little picture has us coming around clockwise.
Honestly, thank God for YouTube tutorials, because I would be so screwed right now. More screwed than I already feel like I am. I'm such a baby, honestly. Like, I literally signed up for this. I want to learn how to sew, but when something is hard, damn, does it make it that much harder to want to commit to learning. But it's fine, we're in this together. I feel like I need like a magnifying glass to do some of these things, like putting this thread through this tiny fucking hole. Sorry guys, I realized when I was editing my last YouTube video, I've got a potty mouth. I've got a potty mouth. So I apologize. It's who I am. I literally have 20/20 vision too, but damn. Okay, I think I did it. I think I got it. Okay, and you can't even see what I'm doing because it's like so precise. Okay, I've got the bobbin on. I have the thread through it, and now I'm gonna try to fully wind it. I'm so scared that I'm gonna mess this up, but whatever, I have to try. Here goes nothing. So nothing's happening. The amount of size that I'm gonna have in this video.
Under, and then push it all the way to...
Oh. There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm doing it! Oh my God, I think I'm doing it. Also, I am holding this pedal with my hand when it's like a foot pedal, but I'm just threading the bobbin right now. I'm not gonna actually sew like this, okay? Give me some grace. Oh my God, it's 444. Hopefully that means some good luck is on my way. Step 1 accomplished. It's a miracle. The sun is literally going down right now. Oh my God. Okay, back to the tutorial. What now, lady?
To the left. When I lift this up and
Oh,
I
fuck.
come right up.
I just cut my thread with this fucked up scissor. I'm like, girl, you need to be cutting it with the thread snips that you bought. All right, now time for step 2, putting the bobbin in the bobbin case. I'm taking off the foot to make it easier to put the bobbin in the bobbin case, as per my teacher's tips.
Take your finger, slide it to the right. It'll pop the little door off. Put the thread through the needle. Then we'll bring
Oh
this
God,
bobbin,
I forgot you have to put the thread through the needle. Shit.
and then you'll be ready to sew. So make sure your needle is at the highest position. Turn your handle if it's not.
Okay, so I have been working on this for like an hour now, and I've definitely made progress. I'm proud of how far I've come. But the sun is literally going down, and I feel myself getting more frustrated. Right now, I'm at the part where I'm threading the needle, and it's like very precise. Also, this sewing machine has a needle threader, which is helpful, but in class, that machine didn't have one, and we learned how to do it manually. So I'm like kind of learning from scratch how to do it with this machine. So I think I'm gonna take a little break. I just don't want to get like so frustrated to the point where I'm like, fuck this, I'm never doing this again. I'm making progress. I just need a break or I'm gonna go insane. Maybe I'll continue later on today, I don't know, because again, the sun, and I'm trying to film this. But if not later today, tomorrow I will finish up this process. Hi guys, I'm back. It's the next morning. I'm feeling replenished, feeling ready to take on threading the needle. Yesterday I winded and loaded the bobbin, and now we're on the very last step, threading the needle. Wish me luck. I'm so glad this is the last step, like thank God for that. All right, let's do this. Okay, I stopped recording because I was recording a whole lot of nothing, but I threaded the needle. It did take me like 20 to 30 minutes, but I did it. Moving on, I have like a half step left. Okay, I need to add the foot back in because I took it off. So let me do that. But we're making progress, guys. We're making progress. Okay, there we go. Foot is on. Okay, this is the moment of truth. I'm gonna turn the wheel and we're gonna see if it actually makes a stitch. Oh my God, I think it's working. I think. Okay, great, now I'm confused. Fuck.
Holding this, bring your needle all the way up to the highest.
I think I'm about to be done, but I don't wanna jinx it. We'll see if I properly set everything up, but it seems like I did. I don't know though. Now we're gonna test to see if I did it right, if this is actually gonna stitch on fabric. This angle is gonna be a little bit harder to show you guys what's going on, but I need to have a good view of the sewing machine. So anyways, I apologize in advance. I have a magnetic seam guide that I'm gonna add on to, I don't know, I'm just gonna do 5/8, and that's gonna help me make sure that my stitches are coming out straight. I have these fabric scraps that we cut last class, and basically this is what we were practicing sewing on. And I have a bunch of leftovers because I was very slow last class and a bit behind. I'm gonna try to sew on one of these bad boys. All right, moment of truth. It's working. I think it's working. I'm also totally not using the seam guide correctly. The fabric is supposed to be fully on there, but whatever, too late now. I did it. First stitch on my new machine. The way that setting this up probably took me an hour and a half, genuinely an hour and a half, but I can't believe I did it right. I mean, let's fucking hope, but like it made a stitch. Okay, now I think I'm just gonna get reps in of using these little fabric pieces and basically just doing 2 stitches and practicing my straight stitch. Wow, guys, you have no idea how relieved I am. That was so fucking hard. But I'm so glad that like that's the hardest part and that I did it already. So now it's like, okay, I did it. I did it. You can do it again. Wow. I did it. I could cry. All right, gonna get some reps in. Just did a few reps of practicing straight stitches, and I'm definitely not perfect at it, but I feel like I am getting better. And honestly, I'm just so relieved again that I got through the process of winding the bobbin, loading the machine, threading the needle, like the damn headache that was. But now I can sew, and now it's time for the fun part. I'm so excited. So relieved. Anyways, gonna take a break now. Maybe I'll practice some more later because I have class tomorrow. But if not, I'll see you before class tomorrow. Yay! We're making progress. Thank God. Hi guys, it's the next morning and some updates. My machine ended up getting a little jammed because essentially it lost the tension at the top and created a bird's nest, technical sewing term, but I was able to fix it and I re-threaded my machine, which is at least good for practice. It wasn't fun, but I did say I wanted to be more confident in my abilities before next class, and I definitely do. So honestly, hard for me to take a minute to say I'm proud of myself, but I am proud of myself because this is hard. I have such admiration for people who do this for a career because wow. And the other update is that after rethreading my machine for the second time, I just realized that for my next class today, I'm gonna have to take the thread out of the machine because that's the same thread that I was working with in class. So I will have to rethread my machine a third time. But whatever, at least I feel like I somewhat have the gist of the process down. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. It's long enough. But thank you guys for joining me. If you're watching this until the very end, wow, like genuinely thank you so much. Stay tuned for episode 3, where I will definitely start working on my first project. See you in the next video. Bye.